folks, and I'm back. And I'm going to tell you much more positive in this video. So I have a little mint in my mouth. I know my last video I was super negative and just I was such negative Nancy, but because I'm just so frustrated how people are just still not taking this thing seriously, this pandemic. And phone's falling. And Korea, knock on wood, we're plateauing. We've reached that peak and now we're coming down. Any new numbers are due to people who are now coming back into the country, basically. So we've pretty much, been able to sort out localized infections. Still a little bit here or there, but for the most part, Daegu, the city where I'm closest to, this time last month was like 800 or 900 cases a day, and now it's down to, I think I saw this morning was like 60 cases. So it's been pretty good, right? From 800 to like 60. Oh my god, this is like slipping. So sorry, folks. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold it then. So, anyways, yeah, I was a bit negative. I'm sorry about that. Now in the U.S., it's just complete chaos. I don't know what's gonna happen stateside. I worry about my friends and family there. I know some are starting to panic. So I would just say, wear your mask. If you have a mask, wear a mask. Any barrier is better than no barrier, even if it's not an N95. I was just gobsmacked that the government was telling people don't wear masks, and later found out the only reason they were saying that was because they didn't have enough masks in storage and stock. So, yeah, I think I've read an article saying they're backtracking on that now. You have people making masks so nurses and doctors can use in hospitals. They're sewing masks. So some barrier, better than no barrier. So if you have a mask, use it. If you go out, just assume everyone is infected. And in some parts of the country, people probably are like majority infected and you just don't know. So just assume everyone's infected. If you have disposable gloves, wear your gloves when you're pumping your petrol. Just be careful. Be cautious. Anyway, so that was just my little PSA. And if you're feeding stray cats in your neighborhood, continue feeding them because they're probably still looking out for you, okay? And if you can, just help other charities and organizations that are suffering as well, if you have that means too, okay? And and don't hoard toilet paper. I found this so weird. Like, I was talking to my coworker about it, and they were like, why are they like, buying so much toilet paper? And I'm just like, I don't know. So don't hoard tissue, okay? It's really weird. I go into the grocery store here in Korea and there's like rows upon rows in the aisle of toilet paper. I'm just like, come on. Anyway, so I'm going to try and make this short and sweet, less than 10 minutes. That's for me, short and sweet. Just give you a brief recap what's happened personally in my life since my last vlog rant. Sad news, I just want to say, Bailey, who you saw in my intro video, has passed on. She died 2 days ago. She had kidney cancer. And for about a little over 5.5 months, when we first noticed the little lumps coming on her, to now. So she passed on. So she's no longer suffering. And I like to say she's with my uncle, who she adored, and my grandmother. And they're up in heaven just having a ball together. So she's buried in our backyard. Our neighbor helped my mom dig that hole. Socially distancing, of course, 6 feet apart. But he helped her. And let's see. Shiraz is still nuts. And if you don't know who Shiraz, I don't know if I've put her in any of videos. This is Shiraz. She's a little poodle I jumped in a river for 2 years ago to find and like take out of the river near my school. Someone abandoned her there. My hair, oh my god, it's just a hot mess right now. I would just like quickly this morning washed it and slapped some gel in it. So it's a mop. I have no classes. We have no class until mid-April, I think. Hopefully there aren't any more delays. It's been delayed like 2 or 3 times. I miss my students because I do have to desk warm, so there's nothing really for me to do other than study. I am trying my best to study for this exam. I'm taking it next month, hopefully, and it's the K through 6 exam. And then in June, I'll take the professional education exam for my teaching certification, professional teaching certification. I'm only TESOL certified for right now. So yeah, I'm a bit like, I still feel so underprepared. At least I finished paying for the course, thank God. And I had to actually take the classes in December when I went back to Florida. But the week before I was supposed to fly out, my grandmother suddenly passed on from complications from her surgery. So I was just not in the mental state to take these exams. So I postponed them for till now. Next month, I should say, next month in June. And I have an open class that I have to take in June, or what's the April. Bleh. So hopefully I do good. It'll be interesting because I would only have had my students for 2 weeks. Normally when I do my open classes, I've had them for about 6 weeks. Fortunately, I mean, I've had these students since they were in grade 2, but it'll be interesting, doing this open class with other teachers from other schools coming to watch. So yeah, and I've decided to renew and stay 1 more year here in Korea. I figured right now, I think for me personally, even though I miss my mom, that it's probably best for me to stay in Korea for another year. Not just because of how crazy the world is right now with this pandemic, but because also health wise, medical care is cheaper in Korea. I looked at how much I'd had to pay for health insurance in the US, and I'm going to be paying like $700 a month if I took health insurance from my company. I don't even know if I'll be eligible for Obamacare, but I don't know what's going to happen. Now with this pandemic, people are all about, Bernie's plans, which I'm a Bernie girl. So now people are like saying, oh, hey, this plan of his was good. This was good as well. So Lord only knows what's going to happen come November. And if you haven't already voted for your primaries, go out and vote, okay? What else? I don't even know if there's anything else I really had to say to you guys. I'm going to go back and study right now. And I would just say, socially distance yourself. If you need to catch fresh air, stick your head out the window for like 10 minutes, okay? Don't go outside. Run around in your room. In place, if you have a treadmill, use that. Do some Zumba off of a YouTube video or something. Unless you have to go outside and actually walk your pet, your dog. Although in Florida, I saw someone who had a pet iguana. I mean, he had his mask and gloves on, but he had a pet iguana he was out with. So, hey, they need sunlight too, I guess. Keep 6 feet apart. Don't do something stupid. Don't be, one of these people I saw on the beaches in Florida. Well, thankfully, it's closed on all our beaches. But just be smart. This is a virus it is the biggest game of cooties ever. Okay? Just think of it that way. That everyone has cooties and you don't want them to be near you. That's how you're going to rid yourself of this virus quickly. Wear your mask. Use your Purell hand sanitizer. Wash your hands and stay safe, y'all. Peace.